no matter what. I'm feeling great.
Om Shanti, and welcome back to an all-new episode on Light of Knowledge with Sister Janki. In our previous episodes, Sister talked about the difficulty that some people have in meditation, such as concentration. That has been a major issue that has been seen across the board, where people find it hard to concentrate. And Sister gave us some tips on how we can improve our concentration ability. So let us continue this discussion and ask her what other problems people may face when it comes to meditation. Didi, welcome to the show.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Didi, in our previous episode, you talked about concentration, where people who want to meditate have difficulties concentrating.
Yeah.
If someone out there who's watching us today has not meditated before and is contemplating meditation, so is like a total beginner in this aspect, so what kinds of problems do they face and how can they overcome them?
You see, when people want to join any kind of association, either it's meditation or some other social group, there are some thoughts in their minds, like, will I get caught in this? Will it be permanent? Can I come out? Will my religion be changed? Will my belief systems be changed? Will my family life be disturbed? Will I have the time? And then will they ask me for donations? These are some of the questions. Yeah. And do I have to change my clothes? Do I have to dress like them? So there's many, many questions people can have, and it's just normal. But once they come and they want to find out what exactly does a Brahma Kumari center offer them, so we can tell them clothes are no issue. Time can be adjusted. Like if they want to come only for the evening classes, half an hour, that's good. Or they just want silence, they want to sit in the meditation room, that's good. Or if they want to learn about, say, karma philosophy, that's good. If they want to do the whole course, that's also good. Or if they are not sure, start with karma philosophy and silence. And then if they are more interested and they show some other kind of more interest in this, then they can do the whole course.
Right.
So give them like tips that they don't have to contribute anything because they haven't started, they don't know. But once they love it, then automatically they want to help. So it's not something that you ask, but it's something that is naturally given to anything that we like.
Didi, in our previous episode, you mentioned that when people walk in, they ask you, do I focus on place? Because there are so many meditation techniques out there. And some of them will teach you to focus on a certain point. So when people come in with these questions, do I focus at a certain object or at a flame? What would you tell them?
I ask them, you are going to meditate. Which part of your body meditates? Your eyes meditates? Your mouth meditates? Or your ears meditate? Or does your body meditate? Which part of you meditates? Then they'll say, the thinking. Yeah, so now we're going to look at the thinking.
Okay.
So meditation is thinking. Meditation is thinking in one straight line on a certain topic. Meditation is a little focus on one topic. For example, if we are talking about happiness, what is real happiness? How does it feel to be happy? Is happiness also contentment? Why not? Is happiness means satisfaction? Yes. Is happiness peace? Yes. Is happiness feeling of lightness? Yes. So now think, what are you feeling among all these different words? Peace, lightness, happiness, satisfaction. That is happiness. So can you just see yourself as a person who is contented? You want nothing, You're just peaceful and you're happy where you are just for this moment. You see yourself as a very contented person. You need nothing. You're not going to ask for anything. You're just satisfied with yourself. See yourself in that position in your mind. I am peaceful and content now. So I have no requirements. I have no needs. I am okay in this position. So that is focus. So they'll say, so it's not the eyes. So where do I look? Do I close my eyes? I tell them no. Because when you're walking, you can still focus on yourself and say, let me walk in a very peaceful manner. If you're sitting in the bus, you can say, I'm sitting in the bus, but I don't want to see all these people around me. I just want to focus on myself and feel the peace. Or if you're doing some work, maybe cooking, you can still focus on yourself. You cook with peace. So while you're doing actions, you can be peaceful, or while you're sitting in a formal position and meditate and feel peaceful, that's also meditation. So meditation can be formal and informal, while sitting and while working.
Didi, a lot of times, like for beginners, when they are in a room and there is some activity going on in the room, it's kind of hard to keep the eyes open and meditate. And as much as I may try to visualize on peace or happiness, it kind of sounds a little difficult.
Yes, I agree with you. But every person in this world has meditated to a certain extent. Example, I'm reading a book. It's very interesting. So I'm concentrating on what I'm reading in full. And my mother is calling me. I can't hear.
That's right.
Because I am concentrating in what is, there in the book.
Right.
So my mother calls and I don't hear. Concentration.
Right.
Mind. Now let me say that I'm watching a TV program, and that program is very interesting, and I'm looking at that program, and a person walks across. I'm not disturbed because my focus is on that and no other distraction. So when we learn to concentrate, there will be some distractions, but we won't allow that to take away the focus.
Okay.
So it takes a little practice, but it can be done.
Okay.
So it's my choice where I want to keep my focus,
Right.
where I want to see, what I want to hear, and what I want to do.
Right.
I have a choice. So when I decide that I want to focus on myself and not look around at the people around me, so I just go into myself. My eyes are open, my ears can hear, I can talk, I can do, but I'm not doing anything because my energy is towards what I'm thinking.
Right.
And that is meditation.
Right. Very well explained. Another aspect of this meditation, what I heard you say was visualize. Again, could there be problems visualizing? Because abstract visualization, if you ask me to visualize an apple, I can do that. But how do I visualize peace and happiness?
Okay. Now, when we use the word visualize, we think of an object, but it can be also imagination. It can also be a feeling. So a feeling is something that we experience. So it's not visualizing something out there, a point of light or a candle, but the feeling. So I concentrate on the feeling and not the seeing. And so when I concentrate on feeling, so I tell myself, I am peaceful. I don't have to think anything now. I am at peace with myself, and let me enjoy this peace.
So it's being in the now. That is pretty
being
much
in the now and experiencing the thought. So when I allow the experience to come into me, I don't have to think. For example, if I tell you that sugar is sweet and say you have never tasted sugar, and then you will wonder, what kind of sweetness is sugar? Is it like a sweet mango, or is it like sweet? What is it? But when I give you sugar in your mouth, and this is different.
Right.
So it's not like honey.
Right.
It's not like a sweet mango. It's different. It's sweet. And you taste it, you're getting the feeling of that sweetness.
Right.
And you don't have to think, oh, is it like a mango? Is it like honey?
Right.
Is it like a sweet that I buy in the shop? Is it like chocolate? No, I just feel it. So when I am experiencing, say, silence or peace or just harmony within myself, I don't have to visualize. I just experience. And so my eyes don't have to do anything. So the 5 senses, they are relaxed.
Okay.
So in meditation, the 5 senses are relaxed. And the mind, the soul, the actor, is the one that is thinking, experiencing, and keeping.
Okay, when it comes to the thinking mind, the very important question that a lot of meditators will ask
Yes.
is, I have no control over my thoughts because they keep coming and coming at a speed at which we are totally like not able to stop them. So what technique would you suggest for something like that?
Yes, meditation is something we do when we are at a very small gear, not gear 5, not gear 4, but 3, 2, 1. You know, we reduce the gear, we reduce the speed, the speed of thoughts. So do not rush into thinking, now what am I to do? Where am I going to think? What am I going to do? And after this, what shall I do? Don't allow these thoughts to come into you, but just say, I don't have to do anything. I just want to sit quiet. I want to experience something that is peaceful, that gives me a kind of relaxation. Let me relax. And I see myself, body relaxed, mind, I don't have to think anything right now. So let me just see myself in this relaxed position. I'm happy. I'm peaceful. I don't have to do anything.
Would you tell yourself this? Because mind is going to think some thoughts. I mean,
Yes.
It cannot be completely without thoughts.
True.
So would you tell, as a beginner, would you tell these thoughts to yourself? Like, would you, what I'm trying to understand is, would you repeat these thoughts to yourself? Like, I am peaceful, I'm happy, I'm happy. Would that be a way of getting into the meditation?
You see, thoughts are what we create. So thoughts are our creation. We create. So I, the creator of my thoughts. So I can create the kind of thoughts that I want and the speed of thoughts that I want to produce. So when I tell myself, I just want peace and I don't want to think anything else, I do not want to see anything else, so I just sit down and I allow myself to disengage from the outside world, disengage from movements and my own role outside there. For now, I am peaceful, and so let me see myself in that state of rest, in that state of peace, and I just enjoy being that.
That's very nice. Thank you.
But if you keep on repeating, that's also one way, but then slowly the repetition should come to a slower pace so that the peace is stretched, stretched long, peace.
So is the ultimate goal a thoughtless stage?
It's not a thoughtless stage. It is a very active stage where your experience is at its peak. Imagine, I can experience the love of God or the power of God. Is it very small, is a big thing.
Right.
That I can experience a kind of a vibration coming into me, a new sensation, some kind of current, some kind of very unseen water flowing into me, coming into me, a vibration that is touching me, a peace that is enfolding itself all around me, and I enjoy it. Is it an inactive state or is it a very heightened state?
Very high.
So it's a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
So it's not inactivity, but it is fully alertness.
I'm sure our viewers out there are getting a taste of it because I'm feeling it, here.
Thank you.
So I'm sure it has crossed the barriers of technology and reached the viewers, your vibrations and your energy. We're living in a very fast-paced world and people are constantly on the run. So the first question that comes to mind, like you yourself have mentioned, is for how long do I have to meditate? And for a beginner, even 15 minutes may seem like a long time. Is there any ideal time that one should sit in meditation?
It's a matter of choice, actually. You see, once you enjoy being your own friend, enjoying the thoughts that you're creating for yourself, enjoying yourself
Right.
as yourself, you will find time. In between jobs, in between activity, you will just say, I'm happy to be me. I'm grateful that I'm me. Thank you, God, that you've given me this opportunity to enjoy life. So you become your friend, and your thoughts are your companion, and they can never be separated from you. Just like a shadow cannot be separated from a body, so your thoughts are your friends.
Right.
So keep yourself fully engaged in with these happy thoughts.
Right.
And that's meditation because you are concentrating on the inside, not the outside.
Right. That is a very important aspect, I think, is once you're happy, then time is no limit because you're in that state of happiness. So you want to continue being in that state of happiness.
Yes, and then for beginners, we can tell them, you don't have to worry that you cannot meditate, but do any kind of a small job that you're doing, any task, but tell yourself, I'm going to do it in peace. For example, you're going to cook for your family. So sit down for a while and say, I'll cook this, I'll have this sabji, I'll put all these ingredients, I'll do it peacefully, like I learned in the Brahma Kumaris Center. Let me do it. And so you go about your work, go about your duty slowly because you are aware that you have committed yourself to cook in a peaceful way and not chuck things around, throw things around, look for this, open this bottle, switch off the stove and then switch it on again, but in a very peaceful manner. So you're in control of what you're doing. So again, every task that you do, if you can sort of keep yourself aware, then you become more controlled, and that's controlling the mind.
Right. So every aspect of our life can be a meditation.
Of course.
Like you said, even a small job, I should not call it small. It's a big job cooking for the family, but something we do every day. I should say a routine job.
Yes.
That we do, such as cooking, can also be a meditation.
Because we think cooking is a small job, it's a big job.
It's a very big job. Yeah.
And the other thing is, you see, a yogi is a meditator. A yogi is a thinker. So can he be a yogi for 2 hours and not yogi for 22 hours?
Right. I never looked at it this way. You're right.
So either you're a yogi throughout the 24 hours or you're just showing, seeing what's there on the outside world.
Right.
So a yogi is all the time.
Right.
Yeah, within himself, with his thoughts, he decides what to act, when to act, how much to act, and when to withdraw. Just like a tortoise. A tortoise, they say, can control its limbs and its head.
Right.
So when there's danger, it just withdraws into its shell.
Right.
Then when it has to do something, then it brings out its legs and then its head.
Right.
So like that, a yogi can control his or her senses. So we are a yogi, or we are yogis for 24 hours. So our aim is to go towards that. But for beginners, they start with small jobs, small chores in the house or outside, and then stretch it from one to another so that it becomes all encompassing.
Right, very nice. So even as I'm going through my daily activities,
Yes.
I have to remind myself that
Yes.
I'm a yogi,
Yes.
I'm a meditator, and all my actions have to be peaceful.
True.
So that can also lead me to the
Sure. Yes,
better experiences.
because you're not allowing yourself to get disturbed or to panic or to feel frustrated. You are in control of yourself, saying that I'm not going to be disturbed by that. I'm not going to go into that. And so you are like protecting yourself all the time.
As I understand, it's a step-by-step process. I mean, we start with small jobs. We try to focus and concentrate in everything that we do, and this will evolve into bigger practices and being a 24-hour yogi, as you talked about.
Yes.
Okay. Didi, thank you for this wonderful conversation that we've had. And I really wish to continue this conversation. So we would like to have you back with us again in this Godlywood studio. But thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
So we got some beautiful tips from Didi today. If we have any meditator friends out there who are watching us, who are just beginning meditation and contemplating on starting meditation, we have wonderful information on this show today. You can follow these steps and hopefully you can implement those in your life. And next time, in our next episode, we'll continue to give you more tips. We look forward to your feedback as well. If you have any suggestions or questions, don't forget to write to us and let us know what you're thinking. And until we see you again in our next episode, take care.